Welcome to 1111 Tarot. This is a message just for you. A fresh start with a brand new you. All right, guys, let's move over here. And girls, all my guys and girls of 1111 Tarot family, let's move over to this 1111 Wheel of Life board. This is where I do my spread. It's just a good blueprint that was inspired by Archangel Michael for me. And if you're interested in, once you see how this works and you would like to get your hands on one, just go down in the description box below. There's a link there that'll take you and give you all the details. All right, my lovelies, I have pre-shuffled, pre-smudged, and premeditated on all the decks that I'll be using in your spread today. So I feel this new energy, like I don't feel like it's stoppable. It's like an internal energy within, but I also sense some conflict, like challenges, and you're like, I got this. I don't know, I just feel really strong that like you have found your base, right? Let's look at Great Spirit here in the middle. This is how the universe brings into being and crosses our path of faith with this wonderful creation, this co-creation, if you will, with us. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Aw. And then we have the nesting dolls that go down 5 deep. But this is a 2. It's a decision that you have to make. And so it has to do with sending out the reflection to the universe that we want given back to us. And I feel like we're learning that in a very good way. I feel almost as if others around us are trying to stir the pot a little bit. And we're having to like maintain our center balance in order to remain in the higher vibration, to leave the foundation solid for them. Like we're being the strong one. How about that? I like that. We're going to start here in the east. This is where the sun rises. It's also in the air part of the entire blueprint. And so the air elemental is all about communication telepathically, how our mind works and our concepts and our constant thoughts. And what's on your thought is this Page of Pentacles. And it's reliable, so we have definitely a solid offer coming in. And it's going to resonate very well with you in the sense that whatever you're sending out, this is what's going to be coming back. Okay? Here we go. In the South Node, in the Earth realm, so the South Node is, you know, your struggles in life, your challenges in the material world. 6 of Swords, detachment. Well, there's a contrast, right? So like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. But then we have this detachment on the board. Excuse me. She has protection on her hand. She also has protection weaved into her hair. I feel as though your environment has gotten a little bit chaotic and like an interference of static in different realms, and you're pulling back to protect your own energy. So you're having to detach from certain energies that you know are not bringing themselves up to meet you even halfway, right? Here we go. Let's look. In the West, we have the fire. So the West is where the sun sits, and fire is all about our ancestors and what they're offering on the table for us. And on the board, you've got fortitude, the strength. That's what I mean by this protection, this fortified strength. Strength is protection. So it's written within, you know, your DNA. And you can see how she's tamed the beast of fear, and she's calm. And I mean, honestly, who can sit down by this lion or this tiger and just be like, ugh, I'm calm. This is a big cat. Let's look at her little bonnet there. Are they apples? Or are they beads? Oh, beautiful. This is gorgeous. You can see she's got that little Like all the things you can imagine, from wands to a halo to lotus flowers, a sword. It's like she has all the tools that she needs to continue forward on this journey, and she's protected. So that's an incredible gift at this time, because I do feel you need this protection. I kind of wonder if this isn't more tempting than an offer of stability. So let's be cautious with this offer of how we handle it. North Node, water sign. Here you go. Spiritual success. Three of Swords. Yeah, I felt you were being protected. Let's pull that camera up a little bit closer. She's got that little nail stuck right in that heart. Bless her heart. Yeah, this is definitely painful. It's disappointment. And I think you see it pretty early on. I think you're starting to realize, and purpose of this lesson was to show you how well your intuition is working, that you can trust it. Don't you feel like, you know, she's got this little black wings and she's got that little juicy heart. It's almost like she's saying, do you want to play? And you're like, no, not today. I don't think so. I'm going to pull back. You know, I'm gonna pull back a little bit from this. Interesting new you. You're learning. I mean, this is a beautiful you. If you can keep yourself to where you're in tune with that vibration of maintaining yourself by controlling your reaction to things, you allow your intuition to come in far before you get in too deep, right? Let's look at our mystery deck and see what's being offered here for what part of the cycles we're in. I love this reading. I know it seems pretty intense right now, but to know ahead of time that we have, you know, disappointment. And right now, just keep in mind, anything you have your mind dead set on with this entire, like, many planets all in the sign of Aquarius, the plans can just be changed like that. I'm just saying, it's an unstable environment. It's like you just kind of have to not set very high expectations. So let's see where you are in this cycle. Wow, 6 of Spades. So that's the same thing as 6 of Swords. You have that double tapped because you have 6 of Swords in your South Node, and it's coming here. So you are going to much higher ground. You are completing a cycle with this 19 at the top, which is a 10 to 1. And that means that the 1 plus the 9 is a 10. And then if you reduce it further, you get 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's a 10 to 1. And you can see this castle in the background. That's formidable. I feel like that's what I mean by you have this solid foundation that you're moving to, and that's the new you. You can feel it. You know what you're doing. You trust yourself. And that's going to bring in some gifts. Look at the blessing on the board. This is the Queen of Spades, and this is a gift. So there is something, a 9 here. Interesting. You have a 19, and you also have a 9. 9s are all about like a higher perspective and understanding how to push through something, if you will. But I do feel that this gift is going to come in pretty much as an apology. Somebody overstepped a little, but I think it gave you some clarity in your intuition right away that this was not something you're interested in, if you will, or not for your higher good. Like you're going to know better than to eat this cookie. I just kind of feel that way. Your intuitions, you're going to know what to do. I know you're thinking, well, will I? No, you will. You absolutely will, with strength on the board there. So let's take a look here at this beautiful foundation that runs through the middle, which is our fate and our destiny crossing our paths, intermingling with the universe, the collective, our ancestors. And let's get some clarifiers on the pillars of our foundation of this read. So let's qualify this Page of Pentacles in Illumination, the Magician, In clarity, the devil. In wisdom, the hanged man. Yeah, there it is. I really like this position on the board because it happens to be in the mind concept area of the board. But what it does is it really tells you the gist of the read. Like, these are, to me, some of the most important cards on the board to give you the summary. So the summary is you've manifested something. It's being illuminated. And somebody else has manifested this with you. In clarity, it's not for your highest good. There is some toxicity here, and it's giving you a new higher perspective that this might more or less be a hidden blessing in a lesson of dodging a bullet. So in wisdom, you have a new perspective. You can clearly see, like really quickly, your intuition's on point. There's something not right. Now let's go to the Six of Swords, trying to move and detach away from this energy to try to gain your balance or keep your balance, correct? In love, the Emperor. There you go, my lovely. Trust, the Lovers. And in growth, the Empress. What the hell? Oh my God. What? Hello. You have the natural Empress and Emperor on the board. Two divine counterparts with Lovers. A decision is on the board in trust. Now look at the positions here. You're moving to calmer grounds towards your correct aligned new partner. So there is something holding you back right here. It's something small. It was just a brief bump. And we move right into a new perspective. When you move away from this energy and you know your worth, this was a test right here. Temptation, the devil. It's the opposite of Lovers, if you will. Because this is somebody that's entangled. They don't have a choice. And you're spotting it right away. And you're like, nope, I need a new perspective. And immediately you move to the Six of Swords, which brings in the Emperor. So even if this is your energy of taking charge in your love life, you still have the growth of the Empress here. And if you're the Empress, you've grown into the Empress, you are now attracting the Emperor. And the decision is between these Lovers. And you have the two, the second house on the board. Second house on the board is about your concept of wealth and abundance in your life. And so you will be judging what is good for your well-being. And the Lovers card is even about a decision in love. It's a choice. It's very, very deep when you look at this. You have the the Empress, the Lovers, the Emperor. And the opposite of the Lovers is the devil. And you have the Hanged Man and the Magician. Do you understand how much you have all major arcanas on the bottom of the board? The readings I've been getting are blowing my mind. Who am I doing these readings for? Somebody leave me comments in the description, because this is insanely guided. I mean, when I say insanely, I'm just talking in perspective. I've never seen anything like this. I'm in awe. You have the Empress and the Emperor with the Lovers in the middle. Then you have the devil, which is the opposite. You have the Magician and the Hanged Man. You need to quit trying to control things. Just keep following your intuition. Go with the ebb and flow. You're calling in your true soulmate, the divine partner. Wow. Okay, we're going to move up to the Strength card, which, as I said, is all about fortitude and protection, right? So here comes this apology. This might be from another person. I'm not sure. I just see it's an apology here. It's from the Queen of Swords, which is Aquarius, Virgo, Libra. Introspection. Yeah, you've got the Nine of Wands. dream about your perception. You have the Page of Pentacles. And experience, you've got the Five of Wands. So basically you are feeling very, very protective of your new beginning. Like your foundation's solid. You put your barrier up. You are guarding your barrier. And that's how you see it, is that's a wise choice to do. In your perception, you're going to focus on this new opportunity that's being manifested in the 3D, the material world, that retains financial success for you. And in your experience, this is a lot of drama. It is. It's the Five of Wands. It's a lot of communication, a lot of drama. And you're holding back. You're like, no, I'm not going to get into a three-way situation of any kind. So this is interference on the board. I do feel it is too many energies. And it is something that is your challenge that you have to continually seem to work through. Is why is there always too many energies on the board? Here we go. What do we need to cleanse out to get rid of this cycle of, getting into too many energies, too much? And it's not just a third person. It could be work. It could be whatever. There's always interference that's breaking into the cycle. It is the cycle. Spiritual success and cleansing. Two of Wands, the decision. You need to make a clean decision what you do want. Because you're telling the universe, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want this. So you have to make the decision to speak it and let it be known to the universe what it is you do want. In renewal, King of Swords. You do have the Queen of Swords on the board right here in a sense, in a different deck. It's equal to. And now you have the King of Swords, another divine pair. So renewal to hold your position and stand up for what is right for you and speak your truth. Purity, Cancer. Nine of Cups, which is your wishes being made or being heard. Yeah. So if you really want the 10 cups, right? You really do want the 10 cups because this is just your wish being heard. But you really do want the 10 of cups because that is the total success. And what I see here as the advice from the divine is like attracts like. And then look. You have too many options. And that's why they're coming in with options. Interesting. I think you have your eye on a prize in some way. I think your intuition's spot on. And I think this was kind of like, is this a deal? Should I try it? And I kind of feel like you were like, no. I see a lot of red flags here with this devil and this entanglement. I'm going to look at this a little bit different. I need to just protect myself, move away from this energy, and find the one that's aligned for me. And that's what we're seeing with growth. Beautiful read. Absolutely beautiful. You're holding your own. Let's go ahead and get a few qualifiers here. We're going to qualify all the way around the board. We're going to start with this Page of Pentacle, this reliability. Wow, you got a 10 of clubs. So that's 10 wands, putting the burdens down. And you've got this Page of Pentacles, reliability. You're going to rely on this new offer that you're making yourself in a sense. And you're putting the burdens down in love because it's a 15 up here. So that's reduced to a 6, which is all about change of your heart and how you're feeling. It's the expression of emotion. And see all this frozen emotion? You're putting the wands down. You're just like, I'm not investing anymore into this offer that was given to me. As you move into the 6 of Swords, you get another 6 on the board for the top number. It is a King of Clubs. So this is much like the King of Wands. Somebody that, King of Wands they can be very irrational. They can be spontaneous, but at the same time, they can be very set in their own view, if you will. And I'm pulling up the more negative aspects because I see you detaching from this energy. So this is you moving away from this King of Wands energy. I kind of feel like I'm just going to tell you, I feel like it's almost like 1 minute it's bright and sunny, and the next it's storming and raining with lightning coming out. And this inconsistent energy is exhausting. And that's what you're moving away from and detaching, is this unpredictable energy. Let's qualify this strength card from our ancestors where the sun sets in the west. 10 of Diamonds. Yep. This is the book of experience of life, you know. And it's a 10 of Diamonds. It's all about, it's like 10 Pentacles in the sense. And it's a 28, which reduces to an 8, which is divinely guided. This is the strength you're being given, is to use the wisdom that you know to keep your vibration up as high as possible so that this imbalanced wobble of energy, it's out of sync. You detach from it because it's not going to bring you into balance. And you're relying on the strength of the universe to keep you focused. This 3 of Swords, how are you handling it? Queen of Hearts. So Queen of Cups. You were disappointed. You are, because you were hoping for this to be your divinely mated pair, but you do not see this being exactly what you saw in your head. It's different than you imagined. And unfortunately, it's back in the same energy of 3 of Swords. Let's get one more qualifier here. The 7 of Diamonds. Defending what's yours. And then a 38. So you have a 38, a 7, and a 12. You both marry each other in some way. You're both holding on to the past. But you are calling in the real soulmate. That's for damn sure. I mean, look, you've got the 2, what are they, storks almost, or cranes? You've got the 2 owls, the 2 very intuitive individuals. I feel like you both are very spiritually awake with the owls, the cranes. There's definitely, you're calling them in. It's coming in very quick, very quick. And that's why this ended so quickly. I think it was just a minor test. Are you sure you're ready? The universe is like, you ready for this? Can you pass a real test? You got one more coming in, and we're going to give you strength. So there is another test. You have 3 of Swords on the board. And once you're done with that test, I do believe absolutely that it's time. But, you know, the universe has a crazy way of taking us down to little roads just to take a peek. Are you sure you don't want this in and out energy? I mean, I don't want you to get bored in life. How much excitement do you want in a day, right? There you go. I love you. I really, really do. To the moon and back. I hope you get your castle. Take care, everyone.